Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I want to give a huge thank you to everyone who has recently subscribed, as well as everyone that has been watching me for a while and continues to support me. Every time I see that sub number going up, I get really excited because it means that more people are learning about these cases and bettering the chances of these missing people being found. Now, today's case is a more recent one than I normally do, but I feel like there haven't been a ton of updates on this one recently, and I just feel like it's really important to get the information out there. 10-year-old Breasia Terrell has been missing from Davenport, Iowa since either the late evening of July 9th or the early morning of July 10th of this year, 2020. So just a little over 2 months ago at the time that I'm recording this. Breasia and her younger half-brother Datorius had spent Thursday, the day of the 9th, with their grandmother Dorita Gardner, and they were just kind of hanging out at her house while their mother was working her shift at the Checkers restaurant. Now, the original plan was for Datorius to be picked up by his dad to stay the night, but the siblings were having so much fun together and they didn't want it to end that Breasia decided that she wanted to go to his dad's house with him. Her mother, grandmother, and her brother's dad apparently agreed to this, said it was fine, and so the two kids were picked up by Datorius' dad. Datorius' father is 47-year-old Henry Earl Dinkins, and I don't think he actually saw Datorius all that often. I think it was pretty sporadic, but on this day, he picked up the kids and headed to the Jersey Meadows apartment complex in the 2700 block of East 53rd Street in Davenport, where he had been staying. Now, from what I understand, this apartment is actually rented out by Henry's girlfriend, Andrea Culberson. Aisha, the children's mother, did check in on the kids when she got off work, and I'm not sure if it was through a call or text or whether she actually went to the apartment. But she did talk to them, and the kids seemed to be having fun. They were playing video games, having a great time, and everything seemed to be fine. That evening, Aisha did receive a text from Breasia a little after 9 p.m., and the message came through from Henry's cell phone, and it said, "Good night, Mama, I love you." And that was the last time Aisha has heard from her daughter. The next morning, Friday, July the 10th, Aisha went to work like any normal day, but while she was there, she received a phone call that is every parent's worst nightmare. Henry Dinkins was calling to inform her that when he had woken up that morning, Breasia was gone. Aisha reported her daughter missing, and the search began pretty much immediately. Aisha was doing her best to get Breasia's photo and name out there via news and social media.
There's no way that I can take my butt at home again a second night without knowing what's going on with my baby, so please help me.
Now, Henry Dinkins does have quite the criminal past. In 1990, he was accused of third-degree sexual abuse of a minor. The child was only 5 years old and Henry was 17 at the time. He also has convictions for selling and or possessing crack cocaine with intent to distribute and failing to register as a sex offender. This guy has like 16 different known aliases, and I believe he gave the cops like 3 different birthdays when they asked him. Law enforcement did obtain a warrant to search the apartment of Henry's girlfriend, and since they found some of Henry's belongings there and the girlfriend told them that he had been staying there for more than a month, he was arrested as he had not reported this as a new address, which he is required to do so since he is on the Scott County sex offender list. Anytime he moves, he has to let the Scott County Sheriff's Office know within 5 days of moving, and this isn't the first time that he has failed to do so. So on Friday the 10th, the same day Breasia was reported missing, he was arrested and charged with sex offender registry violation, a Class D felony, and for reporting false information. He was booked into the Scott County Jail on a $25,000 cash-only bond. Meanwhile, a search for Breasia was taking place on Credit Island, and Credit Island is an island in the Mississippi River, and it's on the southwest side of Davenport. Even though police wouldn't say why they were searching that area, I believe it was a place that Breasia and her family went fishing quite often. And though it has not been confirmed by law enforcement, it has been said that Breasia's little brother, Detorius, told them that the night that they were at his dad's, that his dad, Henry, had taken the siblings fishing, and Detorius had fallen asleep in the car, and when he woke up, Henry was coming out of the woods and Breasia was not with him. Like I said, this information has not been confirmed by police, and it's unclear if Detorius said that Credit Island is where they had gone. Police and members of the Davenport Fire Department did search a lagoon in that area, and they also searched the land surrounding it, you know, along the banks, but if they found anything, they aren't releasing that information. Breasia's mother had heard from a neighbor that Henry had mentioned Mother Goose to a neighbor, so Aisha, some family members, and volunteers headed over to Fedgeberry Park. There is a 20-foot Mother Goose structure at the Fedgeberry Learning Center, so they searched there and distributed and hung up flyers as well. They did have search dogs with them at the park that some volunteers had brought, but unfortunately they did not find Breasia or any clues pertaining to her disappearance or any sign that she had been there, and I don't believe the dogs picked up on any scent. Now, while Henry is sitting in jail, he requested a visit from Aisha, and she did not want to go see him at first. I'm sure she did not even want to see his face, but she did finally agree to go talk to him, hoping that he would give her some kind of information that would help her and police find her daughter. Now, when she got to the visit, he started crying and said that he had no idea where Breasia was, and he asked her why she had dragged him into this. You were the last person to see her. You were responsible for making sure she was safe while she was in your care, and you failed to do that, and you very possibly did something to her. You got yourself dragged into this. So he didn't really give her any valuable information, and he has since refused to speak with Aisha, and he actually removed her from the visitors list, which speaks volumes to me. He is an absolute coward and doesn't want to have to face her again. He has connections to the Comanche and Clinton areas of Iowa as well, and police impounded his vehicles and released pictures of them as well. They are hoping that people will look at these pictures and come forward with information. They are wanting to know if anyone saw Henry or any of these vehicles between 10 p.m. on July 9th to noon on July the 10th. These vehicles include a 2012 black Chevy Camaro, a 2007 maroon Chevy Impala, and a 1980s Kings Highway motorhome. I'm putting the pictures up again, so please take a second look. If anyone has info or remembers seeing these vehicles during this time frame, this could be a great deal of help in finding Breasia. I would really like to know what Henry is saying. I'd like to know where he's saying he was or what he's saying he did. You know, if he's saying anything besides, I don't know where she is. He has not been charged with anything pertaining to Breasia's case as of right now, but he has been named as a person of interest. He was sitting in the Scott County Jail, but he has since been moved, I think just last month in August. He was moved to the Clinton County Jail because of overcrowding. Through all the extensive searches in the Quad Cities area, Breasia has still not been found. Her mother does believe that she is alive and being held somewhere. It has been over 2 months and they really need to get some answers. I hope and pray this has a good outcome. Henry and or whoever else is involved really needs to start talking. Breasia is 4 feet 5 inches tall, 75 pounds, and has black hair and brown eyes. She was last seen wearing a white t-shirt, shorts, and pink flip-flops. She is partially blind in her left eye and she is deaf in her left ear. Her family has described her as having an absolutely great personality. She's a little girl who loves TikTok. She loves singing, basketball, and playing with her little brother. An Amber Alert was issued on the 15th for Breasia 5 days after she went missing. I don't know why it takes so long to get these Amber Alerts out, but it seems like it never happens immediately, and that's something that drives me crazy. They need to get those out quicker. The FBI is offering a $10,000 reward for any information that leads to finding Breasia or leads to the arrest of anyone involved in her disappearance. Crime Stoppers of the Quad Cities is offering an additional reward of $3,500. Aisha admits that she did make a huge mistake in allowing Breasia to go to Henry's for the night. She did know that he was a registered sex offender, but he had been around Breasia, for years, and I guess she thought it was safe, and I'm sure she never ever imagined something like this would happen. I know a lot of people are attacking her online for it and for various other things. I saw people bashing her because she had gotten her hair done. Now, I know most of us, if we had a child missing, we wouldn't be thinking about getting our hair done, but we don't know what's going on that side. Maybe she has a friend that is a hairdresser and said, hey, let me come fix your hair, to kind of lift her spirits. We don't know. And that's not what is important anyway. Finding Breasia is what matters, and I think maybe people should focus their energy on that rather than attacking a mother who did mess up big time, but she also has to live with that and wonder where her child is. That's just my opinion. Don't attack me for it. I'm not agreeing with things the mother has done. I'm just saying everybody does things differently, I guess. If there is any new information that comes out or Breasia is found, I will do an update video. I do hope to be able to do many update videos in the future as people are found, but for now I will just keep doing my best to get their stories out there. I will link the Facebook page for Breasia's discussion and update group in the description box below. Please go check it out. Please show the family support and please be respectful. Thank you all so much for watching. Please give this video a like and hit that subscribe button. If you absolutely hated this video, give it a thumbs down. Either way, YouTube counts it as engagement and you're still helping me out. I post videos every single Wednesday on the cases that need more exposure, and if you would like to check out my entire missing playlist, I'm putting it up on the screen right now. Thanks again, guys, and I will see you next week. Bye.